That's all.
All right. 20 seconds, everybody. All right. Hey. It's game time.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Cotton Blossom. All right, let's see. Let's everybody scoot this way a little bit here. No,
Nope.
we're going towards you.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's
like everything's backwards.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. We are live at So What's New, the Tech Party 2024. And guess who this is?
Lisa.
Lisa.
The short person.
I know. I feel like we should be.
Always been here. So,
Well, Lisa, introduce yourself.
I am the new owner of the Cotton Blossom Fabric Shop. So, the playroom will continue, people.
Yes.
It will continue. So, yeah, welcome back.
Welcome. So what are we talking about today, everybody?
What we learned at Baby Lock Tech, which was a lot, folks. It was a lot. I was overwhelmed. They probably understood everything that was being said. I did not.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was a lot. And the good thing about what we got going on today is that we brought back all the stuff that we learned, and we're going to talk about that today. So we're going to talk about the things that are absolute game changers. So we've had a tailgate party. So if you came yesterday, and if you didn't, we missed you because we had a party here yesterday. We had a game changer tailgate party because we had 2 new machines and a lot of new product. We have the new Baby Lock Radiance. We have the new Baby Lock Applaud that we're all gaga about. So we're going to talk all about that. We're going to say all things that are new. The Radiance is not here yet, so I have some wonderful pictures of what we can show, and I'll show some cool new products. Mom's going to show the Applaud. Lisa's going to show some of those products. The only way we know you're watching is to comment. So I see Claire. Hey, Claire. Hey, Terry. Hey, Layla. All right. And Carol. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. So I see that you're watching, and that is how you enter to win the sewing machine. We are giving away a sewing machine. What kind of sewing machine are you giving away? Lisa's giving away a sewing machine.
Ain't no we here.
What are you giving away?
A Jubilant.
Yes.
So we are giving away the Jubilant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if people comment, that automatically enters them to win, right? Okay.
Yes. So we will export the comments, and sometime next week, I don't know when we get our act together, we will export all the comments, and we will take in all the tickets from our party yesterday. Remember, we had that tailgate party yesterday? So those people got tickets to win the sewing machine. So if you comment today, that gets you a chance to enter to win. And the more you comment, the more chances you have to win the door prizes that we're giving away today. So Lisa's going to be giving away what kind of stuff today?
We've got sticks, we've got coffee mugs, we've got a rotary cutter, and other stuff. So all in a goodie bag, ready to go.
Okay, so you comment, and that's how we will enter to win. There's no volume. Can y'all hear us okay?
That's what I got somebody saying.
All right. Hey, Jan, can you hear us? Claire, can you hear us?
Let's find out.
All right.
Woohoo.
Shirley says, looking forward to this. Glad to watch and see the new products. Cool. Hello, Layla. Awesome.
Volume is okay.
Volume is okay.
Okay.
All right. Good
Great.
deal. All right. Okay. So the first thing I want to show y'all is some of the new product. Okay. So let's go over to the PowerPoint, and we'll play with some of the fun stuff that we got. All right. So let's see.
Go to there.
Super. All right. So the theme of this year's Baby Lock Tech was lighting the path of innovation. So what we did is learned all about the new Baby Lock Radiance and the new Applaud. But it is all about light. But then there were some cool news. There's things that we brought back from Baby Lock Tech. Now, we didn't actually bring them back. Everything is special order. So before I go any further, if you want to order this stuff, in the link to this to this broadcast is a link to order all this stuff and to place the deposits for the machine. if you want the discount, you will need to enter the code TECH2024, and that is in the description for this listing. So if you look in the see more button, you'll be able to see the code and the link to order the product. And you can come in. You have until when to order the product?
Friday?
Friday the 27th. Okay, so be sure to hurry up and get your orders in. That gets you your stuff sooner. Everything is special order. So that means you place an order, we will place the order and get all your stuff in before we call you. We will call you once your stuff comes in. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So, hey, Martha. Hey, Beth. Beth says she can hear us. Awesome.
Yes.
Hey, Layla again. Okay. Y'all are doing great commenting. And so what we'll do here in a few minutes is do some giveaways. So the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. But every person gets one chance to win the sewing machine. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, the scissors. Okay. So tell us about the scissors.
You're going to have to tell them about the
Okay. So we're in the vendor mall at Baby Lock Tech where all the vendors are set up. And I'm walking down the vendor mall and the Class A needle scissor rep is there. And he says, hey, come here. Let me show you something. So I'm like, okay. And I walk over. He said, you need to see these scissors. And I'm thinking, scissors. Everybody's got scissors. Okay, what's so special? He said, I'm going to tell you something. These scissors are extra. They have only heretofore been made for the trade, meaning tailors and manufacturers. They're very heavy duty, stainless steel, and they are better than Gingers. That got my attention. When he said that, I'm like, okay, tell me more. Well, these are manufactured to the highest precision standards. The blades are super sharp, last a long time. And I said, okay, we got to have those. So we brought in some to show, and boy, did people love them yesterday. People were here and could use them on fabric, and I think virtually everyone who was here bought one or both pairs of scissors.
Yes.
No kidding. So you can get them too, and they're available and on sale. And that's the other part about these scissors. Holy cow. Have you ever priced Gingers? Do you know how expensive they are? These 9.5-inch shears are on sale for $15.99. And the little fine pointed tip embroidery scissors, $8. You cannot find high quality scissors like that anywhere. So yeah, that's the scissors.
They're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a chance to play with them, and it was like, wait a minute, this is it's game changer.
They are.
So
okay, so those of you who have long arms have oftentimes bought the Glide Foot. I have a Glide Foot on my long arm and absolutely love it because the Glide Foot floats along on the surface of your quilt and doesn't dig into the seams, or if there's a loose thread, it doesn't catch it, it just glides along. Great foot. However, feet on a long arm get a good bit of use and punishment. There's a lot going on there, and eventually over time these Glide feet began to wear out such that the neck of the foot began to crack, and people had to replace them. It's not good. Well, Baby Lock has solved that pain point. They have now produced or manufactured a Glide Foot with a metal neck on it. You see the top of it there is metal. So we think this is going to be a game changer, and we wanted you to have an opportunity to own them.
Oh, Puffy Foam. Okay, so I'm up. Mm-hmm. All right, Puffy Foam has been around for a long time, y'all. All right, but Puffy Foam designs over the last few years have been pretty mediocre. Okay, I'm just going to say, people that have digitized Puffy Foam designs, it just hasn't been trendy. Okay,
it's been kind of trite.
It's been yes, exactly. So in the last couple of years, the digitizing world has really stepped it up. So I've had the most fun doing this Puffy Foam. Okay, so this is Puffy Foam. So let's see if I can't get this under the camera. You want to change to the cell phone camera real quick, and let's see if we can't see Puffy Foam up close and personal. Do you see how three-dimensional it is? It is really thick. Okay, so this is a Puffy Foam font that I purchased on Etsy. Here is another Puff Foam font that I purchased on Etsy. But this is a double layer applique, and everybody keeps asking me to do a class on this, so I may. But the bottom layer is the red Kimberbell glitter vinyl that we sell, and then the underneath the blue. Do you see how it's three-dimensional? Okay, so that is puffy foam underneath there. So what in the world is puffy foam? Puffy foam is not craft foam. Okay, so puffy foam is something that we sell here, and this is a multi-pack. You see I've been using it. But it says on the package, not craft foam, right?
So the message is don't go to Walmart and buy craft foam.
Don't buy craft foam. It's different. It says do not risk damaging your machine with craft foam. Okay, it comes in 2 millimeter and 3 millimeter size, but it's water resistant, machine washable, and you can use it with a low heat dryer. Okay, so long story short, puffy foam is not craft foam. All right, so what I've been doing with my embroidery machine is, okay, so I love my 10 needle. So let's go over to the 10 needle. What do you say? Okay, so you can unplug it, Jihei, if you want to. Okay, so what I've done is I've got my 10 needle ready to go. All right, so what I also want to talk about real quick, and I've got some pictures here in a minute of the different hoops. So there are new hoops, and these are from Durkee. So we carry Baby Lock machines, and the Baby Lock hoops are fantastic. These are new from Durkee, so these are considered aftermarket hoops. And we've had the Durkee frames for a long time. So I wanted to show you the Durkee hoops with the sticky stabilizer. So here, in reality, there's some things that you just can't hoop, right? And you have to float them. So if you've ever done embroidery before, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, this is sticky stabilizer. This is a sticker. And so on this hoop, there is no hoop. It's a frame. It's just made out of metal, okay? And so these are for 10 needle and 6 needle embroidery machines. So if you have a 6 or 10 needle machine, or if you're interested in one, this talk is for you because these are special. Now they make this type of hoop for the flatbed machine, Durkee does. But this is for what is a new game changer in the embroidery world for 10 and 6 needles. And the single needle, Capella. Okay, so this is sticky, right? So there's no way that I could get this in a hoop. There's no way that I could get this zipper pouch on a flatbed machine. But with my Durkee hoops, I just hoop up sticky stabilizer. All I did was put sticky stabilizer on this hoop, and then I stuck the project on there, okay? And then I'm ready to stitch. And then here is puffy foam. So do you see how easily it just peels away? It's very satisfying, right? And I just peel away the little pieces. It is a one color stitch out, and what you try and do is match the puffy foam to the thread color. Doesn't have to be an exact match, but it does help to be close. And then I'll just go in and pick out all the puffy foam, and it looks amazing. Okay, so this is the older style of hoops. Okay, so sometimes I don't want to have to use sticky stabilizer. Sometimes I would just like to use regular tearaway, and in that case, I will grab some plain old tearaway stabilizer. Tearaway stabilizer is inexpensive, right? Yeah, stabilizer is super inexpensive. And so what I've done with this hoop, this hooping, this bag, this is just plain tearaway. And you see I've been showing people, it's tearaway, okay? Very inexpensive. I sprayed it with 505. So we have 505 on sale. Yeah, 505 is not new, but in a minute I'll show you what 505 spray is. All I did was I took my tearaway stabilizer, I sprayed it really good with 505 spray, and I stuck it to the back of my tote bag, okay? So what I'm about to do is hoop it with the new hoops. So, and then you see that snowman sticker on there? That's another thing I gotta show you. All right, so here's a crash course in hooping a bag. I'm gonna just fold it down the middle and finger press it. So I already did this. So I finger pressed it down the middle so I know where the center is. And then I'm gonna take my sticker and stick it on there. So I stuck my positioning sticker where I wanted my monogram to go, okay? I got my stabilizer already on my bag. And then follow me over here. All right, so I've got my metal hoop that is magnetic. It looks just like the old Durkee hoops, but guess what? This one's magnetized. I'm going to slide it into the bag. All right, come on over here, Jihei. All right, you see how I'm sliding it into the bag? All right, and then I'll take my magnets. Can you see? Get my, and I'm setting the magnets on there. Notice how I use the stand to put my magnets on? So it's just that fast. I did not worry about hooping it straight. I didn't worry about getting it aligned perfectly. I'm a lazy embroiderer, and so I'm going to go with whatever is faster. So I put my sticker in the correct place, I got my magnets on there, and I'm ready to stitch. So I've already done that with this bag. I already stitched it. I slapped on this hoop earlier, and I stitched out my puff foam. So check this out. So all I got to do is pull away the puff foam. Do you see how it doesn't match perfectly, but it's close. It's pink. And then I pick out the little pieces. Oh my gosh. That's going to look so sharp when I pick out those little pieces. So this is what I'm talking about, the embroidery designs. I think I bought this on Etsy. But the puffy foam we sell here, we have it in the 2mm and the 3mm size. What I've used here is a 3mm. I would much prefer a thicker puff. But you know what? You don't necessarily have to have a thick puff. Check out, this is a kind of a thinner font, okay? So I peel away the little pieces. Okay, so that's fun. That's puffy foam. All right, let's go back to talking about the Durkee hoops. So I've got it hooped up. I've got my snowman sticker on there, so that is where I want my embroidery design to go. So all I gotta do is set it onto my frame holder on my 10 needle. All right, let me show you one more thing that is really cool. A lot of our Baby Lock machines have that snowman ability. The Solaris Vision has that. The new Radiance, of course, will have that. The 10 Needle Venture has that. It is a positioning sticker. Okay, so we have always had the ability to pull designs over with a USB stick, right? Who uses a cable? I guess you could use a cable as well. But here I've got my computer. All right, so I'll show you my laptop. It's like showing your closet, right? Okay, so I've got my computer and my embroidery software pulled up. I don't have to use the USB stick anymore. I can send my design wirelessly from my computer. So all I've got to do is say send. Okay, and we'll call it, give it a name, and we'll say okay. And let's see, it's going to send my Ella design. You see how I've got Ella in the script font? This happens to be a puffy foam font. You wouldn't know it, but it is digitized, and it says it's sent. Okay, great. Let's go over to the machine and see if I can find it. All right, it's pulling it up, and there it is. It's sent Ella wirelessly. No USB stick needed. That's way faster. Like I said, I'm a lazy embroiderer. Whatever I can do to take the work out of embroidery, I'm going to do. All right, so this is the snowman feature crash course. So come in close and I'll show you. I'm going to say, find that snowman. Okay, so on the screen, it's look. Oh, it found it. Do you see how it turned red? Okay, sorry, my big fingers are in the way. It turned red, so it's found the snowman, and it's going to move Ella to where I told the snowman is. So look at the snowman. I happened to hoop it crooked and sideways. I mean, it is completely not in the center, and I hooped it crooked, but it doesn't matter because the machine now will put Ella in the correct place. And it says remove the embroidery positioning mark. So without any doubt, I know that it will embroider Ella in the correct spot. And these hoops make my life easier. So you can purchase a set of these Durkee hoops. You can get them in the 4x4 size individually. You can get them in the 5x7 size individually. Or you can get them in the set. And so I'll show that slide to you here in a minute, but I wanted to go ahead and show you that while I was showing you puffy foam because I I've gotten so many people. Every time I go to stitch one of these things on the machine, somebody comes in, they're like, oh my gosh, I got to learn how to do that. So maybe I'll do a class. All right, so let's see what's next. So what other machines have Wi-Fi?
The Solaris.
The Solaris.
The Radiance.
The Altair.
Yes.
Altair, yeah.
Meridian.
Yes.
Not the Destiny. Meridian. And
Okay, let's talk about the Radiance. What do you say? I'm going to go to that slide. Okay, now the Baby Lock Radiance. This is kind of the elephant in the room. This has been one of the most remarkable things that I have ever seen. I've kind of seen it all, but gosh, this one, this is crazy cool. All right, so the Baby Lock Radiance is the new huge machine from Baby Lock. What's different about the Radiance?
it's, believe it or not, what is the same is the size. So the size of
the size is it's much bigger.
Size, until you get to the arm, and the arm is amazing. It's much bigger arm. It's a heavier arm. It is a powerful arm.
Mm-hmm.
But the size. So again, this new machine will fit in your koala cabinets. The arm is going to be the difference, the big difference.
The embroidery arm
powerful.
has incredible stuff, and the hoop space, the throat of the machine is larger.
Yes. Okay. So what I want to talk about real quick is the different size of the machine. All right. So, and then the number one question I get is that why is it heavier? Is it lighter? Oh my goodness, if it's bigger, is it going to be heavier? No, it is 43 pounds. The Solaris is 43 pounds. The unit of the embroidery unit is bigger, so I'll go over that. And then real quick, so the MSRP for this machine is $24,999. Are you going to charge that? No. So don't freak out about that. It is a much bigger machine, though weight of it is not heavier. I don't know how they figured it out. I think it's because the embroidery unit is heavier, but you never carry them separately. You would never carry your Solaris with your embroidery arm hooked up. You would never carry the Radiance with the embroidery arm hooked up. They are carried separately. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so the Baby Lock Radiance is 14.1 inches to the right of the needle. That is huge. So if you've got a king-size quilt that you are quilting, if you have a large project that you are quilting, if you have a sewing project, say you're sewing drapery, you've got the elbow room to handle the larger projects. So right now, the Solaris Vision has 13 inches. The Radiance has 14. Okay, and there's voice guidance. Okay, so it will gently tell you what to do. Nicely tell you what to do. There's a new higher contrast screen. There's a stitch regulator. So Mom, what is a stitch regulator?
Let me come
Why
back.
do you need a stitch regulator?
Okay, if you are doing free motion quilting and you are moving your quilt under the needle, the needle is going at a steady rate, up and down, up and down. This is on a traditional machine.
Right.
Without a stitch regulator.
Right.
But if you move your quilt quickly, what happens? The needle stays the same, so you get a big old honking stitch that is ugly. What if you move the quilt very slowly? You get lots of little stitches. And so the surface of your quilt does not look good. A stitch regulator has an eye or a camera that watches your quilt. And if you move it fast, it stitches faster. And if you move it slowly, it stitches slowly. Right. So your stitches are uniform. That's a stitch regulator.
Okay. So what are we seeing on the screen here?
Different feet. This is the stitch regulator right here. I'm pointing like you can see it on the camera. This is the stitch regulator. And there are multiple feet, 3 feet that go with the stitch regulator. So just maximizes your ability to do free motion quilting.
Right. Okay. So, and there's stitch regulator settings. I won't go into all that, but they're intermittent, continuous, and basting. So were you here those of you that were here yesterday, we had 2 separate parties. We had a morning party and an afternoon party, and we had so much fun. We had a ton of giveaways. So next year, sign up for the in-person. But what we did was Brooke, who is a master free motion quilter, she had a demo station where she was demoing free motion quilting. Well, do not ask me to do that. She has excellent hand-eye coordination. But if I had a stitch regulator, maybe she can regulate her stitches because she has practiced for years and years and years.
It takes.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Gia, you can make it bigger if you wanted to. What I love about her quilting, it's exquisite, but all of her stitches are uniform.
Yeah, because she has practiced.
She's practiced and practiced. Well, this is the new Radiance flag, so we're super excited. So she's been practicing on this. She made her a mock quilt. So if you want to come see some of her quilts here at the store, she does amazing things. But what would you need if you're going to do free motion quilting?
What I would want would be a slider on the bed of my machine. It's hard to see this, but this is the
clear.
So steady slider that sticks onto the bed of your machine, and your quilt just moves like glass across the surface of it. So you can really do pretty free motion quilting.
Okay, so you would put that on the bed of your machine if you had an extension table. Right. Okay. And then the quilt moves smoothly over it. Now we've had those before for those of you that want to do free motion quilting, but they've been different colors. We're excited about the new clear one.
Okay. What else would you need if you were going to do free motion quilting? Gloves.
Oh yeah, I'll show that here in a second.
Yeah, don't forget to show the gloves.
All right, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so the stitch regulator is a game changer. This is all new to Baby Lock. We have the ability to attach this foot to the new Baby Lock Radiance and regulate our stitches. There are different modes that you can choose from, and there are you can save 3 dedicated stitch regulation configurations to memory. So just know if you ever decided to do free motion quilting, I've been scared to try it. I'm an embroidery person. I would like to hit a button and my embroidery machine do it for me.
Well, I do free motion quilting and have enjoyed it, but I can tell you having a stitch regulator is a necessity.
It's Well, Brooks learned how to do it, but it's taken years.
Oh, well,
right?
yeah. Who's got time for that?
Ain't nobody's got time for that. Take a look at the light. This simulates what the light will do on the stitch regulator. It will shine down on the fabric and be able to help the stitch sync regulator know where your fabric is. It's very cool, very space age, right? Yeah. There's a new buttonhole foot. Lisa, talk about the new buttonhole foot.
This. Yes. She was in love.
Okay, so this is where I completely geeked out, and the rest of the room was, they're full of quilters, and they just didn't seem to notice. But this new laser beam trajectory thing, and again, it's an 8 by 8 inch screen. So they have doubled the size of what the Solaris has. And now you have the ability to project out a lot farther. And so they've come up with a system where you can decide where you want your buttonholes. And you line everything up. There's a laser to line up the edge, and there's a laser to show you where the next buttonhole needs to be. And also one behind. Yes, we're getting a laser that projects behind, so you get beautiful alignment. And you get beautiful alignment. And so now, because I grew up in the 80s, we had those shirt dresses that went all the way down with the buttons. And guess what? Yeah, I'm not going to do past 2 because they're not going to be in alignment. Yeah, right. Now they're going to be in alignment. I'm going to go drag that pattern out, and I'm going to find it. And we're going to test this Radiance out and just see how drop dead beautiful these buttons are going to be. So take a look for that. But I geeked out over this. I know nobody was impressed with it but me. I thought this was the greatest thing since
It really is a game changer.
I do some garment sewing too, and Two's my max number of
Max.
buttonholes.
Max.
Past that,
Nope. So yeah, we're gonna definitely. That's I'm sticking around. I'm playing with that.
Yes.
We're gonna show you all about that buttonholer.
Yes.
Even if you don't do buttonholes, okay, you're gonna be forced to see it. So.
All right, so the guideline markers. Here, I'll take over, guys. So the guideline marker has we had the longer guideline marker on the Destiny, and that was a precursor to the machines we have now. Those have long since been discontinued. The Solaris came out, and there's 2 lights. So I want to show you some lights on the Solaris. But what is cool, check a look at the screen. Do you see now on the picture of the machine, can you see how long that light is? So I know way ahead of my needle where my fabric is getting crooked. And for those of us that need lots of help, that light is very helpful. There are 2 lights. It's very hard to tell on the screen right now, but there's a red light and a green light. I'm going to show it to you on the Solaris in just a second so it gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. But before we change over to the Solaris, we're talking about the Radiance. The Radiance is going to have not only but a crosshairs, it's going to have a straight line, it's going to have a single red dot, it is going to have a target, it's going to have a grid, and I'm going to have different angles, and I'm going to do 16 different colors. Okay, so it's crazy how much better these lights are going to be. But let's go take a look at the Solaris real quick, and I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see what kind of screen I got here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is put some fabric under here. Oh, I got stabilizer. And let's go to sewing.
And for quilters, the guideline markers are so important for doing your 1/4 inch seam and for putting on binding. They are incredibly helpful, and having longer guideline markers is going to be a game changer.
Yes. Right now, I've got 2 red lines, and excuse the rainbow effect because that is just because our camera, that in real life, I've got 2 beautiful red lines on my fabric. I can move those lines left and right. Right now, I'm at a 1/4 inch seam. So if I line my fabric up along with the edge of that red light, I know way out here where my seam is getting crooked. So as long as I keep my fabric in line with that line, and then the other line is the needle drop. As I'm moving my fabric, as I'm sewing, I know way out here. But guess what? On the Radiance, I'm going to know much further out on the bed of the machine. Not only that, but I've got 3 colors right now. I've got green, white, and red. I'm going to change them both to red so you can see them, but you can change the colors. I'll have 16 different colors because in reality, sometimes our fabric, things don't show up on fabric. So if I had purple, I doubt that's going to show up. It's very hard to see. Green's hard to see on purple fabric, and white is impossible to see on white. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing those lights. Now, what I can do right now is I can turn on my grids. The Radiance will also have these wonderful grids. I can adjust the length. So if I'm doing straight line quilting or trying to sew anything parallel, these grids are incredibly helpful. I can sew right now, I can sew a 90-degree angle. Do you see how there's a line here and a line here? I can sew a 60-degree triangle, and I can sew a 45-degree triangle. On the new Radiance, I will have the ability to do, I think, 12 different angles. Right now I have 3. It's a big step up. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint. Yeah, there's 8 different sub-guideline angles. So that's a big step up from the 3 that I have now. Okay, let's see what else is new. Here's a simulation of the needle position. So look where I've got a big yellow arrow directing you to the needle position, and that is how far out the guideline markers will go. I got short, medium, and long, and 50 millimeters up to 90 millimeters. That is remarkable. Just know that it is a total game changer. Oh my gosh, the bobbin! So the bobbin winder is better. So we have right now a regular bobbin winder, and what I love to use is pre-wound bobbins because they put so much thread on a pre-wound bobbin. Well, now, and so I like to change my bobbin less often, so I'll use a pre-wound bobbin. Now I can get up to 10% more thread onto that bobbin, so I can wind my own bobbins and they'll last longer. There's a new stylus for the Radiance as well. If you have a Solaris, you have a pin that looks like this, and at the tip it's kind of a bulky tip, and we draw with this in IQ Designer. But guess what? When the Vision came out, when the Solaris Vision came out, they gave us a stylus that has a clear tip, and it was much easier to draw with when we're drawing in IQ Designer. Now they have said, okay, well, they listened to us and they said, okay, so they put both of the good tips on one stylus. Okay, this I'll show it to you in a second. Actually, let's show it to you right now, and then it'll give you an idea of what we'll be able to do with the sensor pen. So let's go back over to the machine. I can turn on the projector. Let's see if it'll come on. So I can broadcast, project my stitches down onto the bed of my machine. Do you see how I've got a zigzag on there? I can adjust my stitches with my sensor pen. So all I've got to do, so watch this zigzag line here. I can adjust with the projector the length of that and the width of that. So I'm going to make this zigzag stitch even wider. And that's cool, but what's really cool is when I can see my decorative stitches. So I'll scroll through and find some really pretty decorative stitches. Okay, say I want to do cute little rubber duckies. Okay, so if I wanted to make those duckies bigger, all I've got to do is use my sensor pen, and live on the bed of the machine, I can adjust it. I can change the background color. It does look pretty good with a black background on this white fabric. There's gray and there's white. I can also gray out the entire screen of the Solaris, and now everything is here on the bed of my machine, and I can scroll through some of these gorgeous decorative stitches. Let's say I wanted to do the dogs and the bones, and I set that, and now I can adjust my stitch length and stitch width live on the bed. So this feature will be enhanced with the new Baby Lock Radiance. Okay.
Well, one of the things that they said was that the projector screen, what is projected down onto your fabric, is going to be almost double the size that it is now.
Yes.
On the Solaris.
It sure will. It's going to be 8 inches. Like, it's going to be huge.
Yes.
It's going to be this. It's going to be this big versus this big. Yeah. It's a big improvement. Okay. The hoop sizes. It goes up to 18 inches. Y'all, this is a major game changer. Right now we have 16 by 10 5/8. The Radiance will have an 18 by 11 5/8 inch hoop.
It's a hula hoop.
That is enormous. So for those of you people that want to quilt in the hoop, you're moving your hoop less often across your quilt. You can very rapidly quilt your own quilt with your embroidery module because you have an 18-inch hoop. And of course there's a scanning frame. We do a lot of fun stuff with the scanning frame. That's the last thing on the list here. But this is the scanning frame. All right, so I was on, you changed to the main camera. I was on Etsy and I found this adorable embroidery design. And I'm sorry, I can't give credit to whoever made this embroidery design. I was like, I can make that. Actually, I didn't. Brooke did. So I gave Brooke, I went on Google and just found a coloring book photo of a Santa. Okay, so I took the Santa, she took the Santa, and what I liked about this one is that there was no mustache and you were able to put a name there, and the eyes were different. So Brooke took it into IQ Designer. There's a scanning frame. This is the scanning frame that comes on the Solaris, and it also will come on the Radiance. So you'll have the ability to turn things into...
the Venture.
Oh, there's one on the Venture too. Yes. So the Venture is the 10 needle, and Lisa has a great deal on a Venture right now if you're interested in a 10 needle. Okay, so check out how cute this is. Let me get it so it's not so bright.
And Brooke was able to draw on the screen and change this to this. Is that right?
So she used her eraser on the screen in IQ Designer, erased the mustache. She drew some new eyes. She changed the shape of his nose and turned him into an applique. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh, adorable. Okay, so we told her she's got to do a class on that because that's way fun.
Too cute.
So that will come on the Baby Lock Radiance as well. However, IQ Designer will be next level with the Radiance as well. So if you remember the Baby Lock Destiny, IQ Designer was pretty cool. When they came out with the Solaris, it got even better.
Yes.
And then when they came out with the Vision, it got even better. And now with the Radiance, it's going to blow your mind. Okay. All right. So let's see what's next. Okay. The hoop is so large that there's an extension table that comes with the machine that extends behind the, so here's a simulation of what it looks like with the extension table as a bird's eye view on the right of the extension table. You can leave that on there 24/7. And what I found is that it would be very helpful when you're sewing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you've got
You're
big quilts.
supporting your project.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get an extension table and you leave that on there. You got to have it when you're using the hoop, but wow, how cool is that?
It's great for sewing.
Yeah. Picture play. This is going to be so cool.
This is like the
Yes.
explode the top of your head fabulous. It
Yes.
really is.
So what the Baby Lock Radiance will be able to do when it comes, and so what I haven't said is they are still in production, and so they are working on all the fabulous things and making sure everything's perfect before it comes out. This is something that is blowing our minds because, I mean, you talk about a game changer. So you before we could do something similar to this on my computer with Palette software. Now, Palette software is the creme de la creme of embroidery software. And
It's also about $1,500.
It is. It's yes. So what we are able to do with Palette is import a picture, any kind of photograph, not just a picture, but a photograph, and turn it into
Do we have
an embroidery
the
design.
Charlie,
I don't know where Charlie is. Charlie's the cat picture that we have. I'm able to import that now with the Baby Lock Radiance. So with the machine, without having to have a computer, I am able to get something very similar to what I got with using my computer and Palette software. That's remarkable. And here's a simulation of the pretty purple flower with the bee on it and how they've changed it to multiple different, they're almost like filters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And in my class, they did upload a picture, a photo, and they put it through the software, and it was amazing how fast it processed it. Yeah. And then they started showing how you use the different filters, and it, again, the speed at which it will convert that file to the photo through the filters was amazing.
Oh, look. Okay, so here's simulating. This is what we did with Palette software. So this is all thread.
All thread.
Yes.
This was my dearly departed Charlie.
I know.
But this is a cell phone picture I took of him and imported it into Palette software. It turned it into a stitch file, and it stitched out beautifully. But now you have a machine that will do it, I mean,
Directly.
fast.
In the machine.
Fast.
It's blowing our minds. So here is a picture of a little girl. They've imported into the Baby Lock Radiance. They've chosen thread colors, and they turned it into an embroidery design. I mean, how cool is that? Here are some pictures of actual stitch outs that they've done on the Baby Lock Radiance. These are just pictures. I love the house. I love the little girl, the couple. These were pictures, photographs that they've turned into an embroidery design.
I have a photograph of my grandmother's general store with my father sitting in the rumble seat of a Model T Ford in front of the store, and that's going to be a stitch out. That's the first thing I'm going to do on the Radiance. It's so exciting.
Okay, and I'm gonna talk to all the people out there who are actually new to embroidery. And again, the Radiance is going to get you hooked on embroidery. So Robin talked about snowmen, and these are Target snowmen. See if you can see that. These are Target snowmen. Or let's turn them up that way. Okay. You use these to find where you're going to put the center of your embroidery. Okay? This is a snowman. And we embroidered this snowman too, okay? So when we talk about embroidering snowmen,
They're different.
Definitely ask Robin what she's talking about, because I was a little confused a couple of days. So
maybe that calls them embroidery positioning stickers.
Not
they look just
as
like a
fun as
snowman to me.
Not as cute.
All right, so since you showed that, I've got to show this. Look what Brooke stitched out. Okay, so I went online and found a coloring book photo of Olaf, and then we took him into IQ Designer. We erased all those words. We erased some things, and do you see how up of his top of his little, I don't know what sticks that come out, they're messed up, and that was part of the printing process. We were able to fix that in IQ Designer and turn him into an embroidery design, and we filled up all of his spaces with thread, completely done in IQ Designer. So
and it was not hard.
It was not hard.
It's very easy. And I teach classes on that, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at the Solaris right now. Do you see how I've got this adorable little squirrel pulled up? This is an embroidery design in embroidery. Do you see the red box that is around the squirrel? That is my viewfinder. That is my where I have the ability to see on the embroidery field. And so I turned on the projector and look at this. There is the squirrel projected down onto my embroidery field. That is going to be even bigger. So right now I've got like a 4 by 5 inch space of a projector. Now I can move this viewfinder around. So on the screen I can take my viewfinder and move it down so I can see his little feet. And now I've moved it, whoops, sorry. I've moved it down on the screen. But I can move it around. One thing we asked Baby Lock for is that we would like not to have to do that. And so the new projector will display much, much bigger. So the display will come 8 inches away. So
Let
here's
Lisa
a
show you.
simulation. So
Go ahead.
if I had a piece of paper and I folded it in half, okay? So here's just a random piece of paper. And if I folded this in half, I don't even know what this is. I'm folded in half. That is how big the embroidery space will be. So it's going to take up
The
projector space.
We'll project a picture
this
that
much
large onto the bed of the machine.
versus what we have now. So you see where the squirrel is
difference?
now.
Mhm.
Much, much bigger. Thank you, Baby Lock. And I will have the ability to use my sensor pen to adjust things on the bed of the machine. So I'll show you a picture of that in the PowerPoint. Do you see how they have buttons on the hoop, and she's using her sensor pen to change things? She can move, she can rotate, she can size without even having to look at her screen. How cool is that? All right, there's a new hoop, and everybody keeps asking me, what do I do with this giant hoop? Like, it is going to be, the tension on the sides is not going to be as good. So what happens on big hoops?
Well, there's such a large space that the fabric has to stretch that it begins to sag a little bit and not be as good a tension.
Baby Lock solved that issue. And here's a simulation. They put rubber down the sides and they put hoop screws on both sides, so you won't have an issue with fabric sagging, even though the hoop is 18 and a quarter by 12 inches wide. Huge. Okay. There's new fonts on the new Baby Lock Radiance, and they're so pretty. Then they've taken some of the weird ones out. But I love fonts. I will spend 2 hours researching the perfect font, and they put some really cute ones in there. There's some new micro fonts, and so on my lab coat, I will spell out my name with this font. And those of you that are making quilt labels, this is the fonts that you're going to want to use, okay? And I can see the whole font. I can pull up a picture of every single letter and see what it looks like.
On the screen, of the machine.
Yes. So, and this is a new font that's built in. It's very pretty. There's new 3D embroidery designs. There's new Paisley embroidery designs. There's new touring. These are like travel embroidery designs. They're stunning. There's new wildflowers. Imagine those in color. That's going to be so pretty. There's 20 new common designs, and there was machines in the past that there's embroidery designs that we love. And we said, hey, Baby Lock, we really wish those were on all our machines. So they did it. They put them on all the machines. There's new quilting designs. So you can quilt with your embroidery machine. And that is going to be way easier now that you have an 18-inch hoop. You've got new applique designs. You've got new animals. Everybody's having a fit about that elephant and the dove that's underneath our screen. You can't really see it right now, but they're going to be so pretty. Botanical new botanical designs. The one in the top left was in a blue jean jacket at Baby Lock Tech, and we all were wanting to steal it. It's so pretty. Let's do a giveaway. What do you say? Okay. So we have been waiting too long to do a giveaway. So what you giving away, Lisa?
We've got a bag full of goodies.
All right, let's give away one thing out of the goodie
Baby
bag.
Lock,
How about a coffee mug?
We've got the whole bag.
A coffee mug? Is there
T-shirts.
a $10 gift card in
Coffee
here?
cup.
You get
Did
a
I do
coffee
that?
mug? Did you do that?
I wouldn't do that. You know I wouldn't do that.
So, okay, so Lisa's giving away a $10 gift card and a Baby Lock coffee mug. All right, G-Hey, pick a number between 1 and 10.
6.
6. Okay, count up 6 comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jan Stuckey, wow. Jan says, wow, what a great machine. How fun is that? Okay, Jan, be sure and pick this up by the end of October, okay? Because you got to use your gift card because these expire, okay? So be sure all freebies. All right, let's do another giveaway. What do you say? So the only way to know that you're watching is to comment. So y'all comment, and then we'll do a bunch more giveaways throughout this broadcast. We're going to be live for a couple hours, so y'all hang with us, okay? Have we been live for almost an hour? Wow. All right, what are we giving away now? A t-shirt.
T-shirt. Remember, collect
Team
all the t-shirts.
Baby
We're
Lock.
going to do a t-shirt quilt. So collect all the t-shirts.
Yes. Team Baby Lock. Okay, pick a number between 1 and 7, G-Hey, and we're going to scroll up from there, and we'll go north from there.
Okay, 5.
Okay, scroll up for me. Keep going a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carol Pyron. All right. Carol, you were here yesterday, weren't you? Well, did you win yesterday? It pays to watch. It pays to be here. Carol got a t-shirt. Okay, so Carol, pick this up by the end of October for me. We'll put your name on it, and if we forget, you be sure and tell us what you won. Okay, that's fun. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, more features on. Okay, there's more new embroidery designs. There's 3D embroidery designs. There's large connect designs. What in the world is a large connect design? This is a large connect design. It's huge. This is 3 separate hoopings. And if you tried to do this on a traditional machine, there's no way, right? There's no way you're going to do this.
You kind of lose your religion trying to line it up.
Okay, so I started with this one, and it stitched it for me. And then it said move your hoop. So I moved my hoop. And guess what? It used those snowman stickers to line it up for me. And when I did that, it understands when you stitch on fabric, it just shrinks and distorts it ever so slightly. It recalculates that shrink and that distortion for you. So when I move my hoop over, it puts it in the perfect place and it lines it up to the stitch. You cannot tell where one embroidery design starts and the next one stops because of that calculation. It is very easy, and on the screen it walks you through step by step. So this is built in on the Solaris Vision, and there are multiple of these what we call large connect designs because it connects them for you. The Radiance will have even more. So we're really excited about that. Beautiful on a table runner, on a pillow, just about anything. All right, long stitch designs. What in the world is a long stitch design? So embroidery machines can only carry, meaning the width of a stitch so far. But if I have, this is done on the Solaris, the Radiance will have even more long stitch designs. Can you see how long, without using a better word, how long the stitches are? That's because somehow they have digitized, and it's fascinating how they have digitized these embroidery designs to stitch these.
Go way over.
Way further than a traditional stitch can do. So the Radiance will have even more long stitch designs. All right, so let's see what's next. Oh, edge-to-edge quilting. So, Mom, where's that quilt that you just had in your hands? Edge-to-edge quilting means I can stitch with my embroidery machine a quilt to simulate what it would look like if you went to a long-arm quilter.
Here.
So this looks just like it when we went to a long-arm quilter. This is a built-in embroidery design on the Solaris. The Radiance will have the same one. In addition, it will have new edge-to-edge quilting designs. So imagine if I wanted to quilt this with my 10-inch hoop. I'm going to embroider this area, and I'm going to move my hoop over, and I'm going to embroider this area, and I'll move my hoop over and embroider this area. With a 10 by 10 hoop, I'll do it 3 times, but probably a lot less. The bigger the hoop, the less often you're moving your hoop.
Imagine what an 18-inch hoop would do here.
I'm so excited.
It'd be fast.
There's no math involved, which I really like.
Oh, yeah.
I can type it into the Solaris Vision or we'll be able to type it into the Radiance. So this quilt is 48 by 48. So I type in that it is 48 by 48. I pick my embroidery design. I pick my size hoop. This is not the largest hoop. And I will be able to, it will walk me through step by step. I will stitch one section. It'll start over here, and then I'll stitch it, and I'll say move your hoop. And then it tells me where to put my hoop.
There's like a little mark.
Registration mark. Tells me where to move my hoop. It's very, very easy. Now you can embroider your quilt. You can quilt in the hoop with any size embroidery hoop, right? Do you want to do that with a 5x7 hoop?
Nope. Hoop ending. Hoop ending.
That's what it is.
It's
Lisa's saying it. Hoop ending.
You do not want to try and quilt your hoop with a 5x7 hoop. But you can. It really helps to have a camera and a module that's built in. So let's take a look at those embroidery designs that are quilting. These are the new edge-to-edge quilting designs, and there are new quilt sashing, so I can go around the border of my quilt. I wish you could see up close. If you can't see the little sewing machines and the scissors. There's one that's going to go around the perimeter of your pillow, your quilt, your whatever.
Table runner.
Table runner. You can
Bed runner.
Bed runner. You can go around the edge with the new quilt sashing module. Okay. Let's do a giveaway. All right. Woo! Okay, so the sewing machine giveaway. Everybody gets one chance to win the sewing machine. We'll export all of your comments to give away the sewing machine. Sometime next week when we get our act together, we will give away the Baby Lock Jubilant. We're going to give away, let's give away a rotary cutter. How nice. Lisa has really good giveaways.
She does. She's generous.
So Lisa's going to give away a hemline rotary cutter. And so let's pick a number between 1 and 10, G. Did you say 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Diane Galbraith. She says, good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Diane. Were you here? I think she was here yesterday. Were you here yesterday? I'm glad you're here today. And you can pick that up by the end of October. That will be at the front desk for you. And Margaret says, bigger hoop would be nice, right? Yeah, I know, right, Margaret? Yes. Margaret has a 6 needle. Hey, Margaret, you need these magnetic hoops. That's what you need. These are going to change everything. And I've got a price for them here in a second. They're on sale.
Yeah.
Lisa's got a price for them. Lisa put them on sale. Lisa put everything 20% off.
20% off. What did we used to do?
We would do 10%. Lisa is very generous.
She's doing 20.
So if you want these sale prices, you need to place your order online or come into the store in the next couple days. Don't really come the next 2 days because we won't be here.
Won't be here.
We're closed on
Monday.
Sunday and Monday, but come in Tuesday.
And I'm headed off to back to Baby Lock to go get trained and learn
all the
Lots of
machines.
Lots of learning.
As Lisa said, she's going back to the mothership.
Now. I get to go see it for real.
So she gets to go to full-on training, which will be super fun.
And I just realized we keep talking about Ji-Hae. Ji-Hae, would you do this? Would you? Nobody has seen her.
Oh,
we need to
you're calling her out.
I need to introduce
Ji-Hae. There's
Ji-Hae.
She's going to kill you.
I know.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things I'd like to point out. This is and has been a family-owned business, and it's going to stay a family.
Ji-Hae is Lisa's daughter-in-law.
Yeah, my daughter-in-law.
Nico's not here, otherwise we'd embarrass him too.
Nico is her son, yeah.
Okay, let's see. What are we doing next? Okay, IQ Designer. So we briefly touched on IQ Designer and how we can scan in. There's going to be new features. There's a new zigzag if you've got IQ Designer, you may know what I'm talking about. But if not, just know this is super cool. All right, the new run pitch. It's going to be longer. There's going to be underlay sewing. There's going to be a triple run stitch. There's new decorative fills. So somebody grab me. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about with decorative fills. So we do a lot of creative projects with our creative fills. We can create projects in IQ Designer. So take a look at this heart. Do you see the perimeter is what we call a fill stitch. I can customize that. Do you see inside the heart? We use that Kimberbell glitter vinyl. Isn't that pretty? Do you see the rose embroidery pattern in the big heart? And then in the little heart is kind of a crosshatch there. And then, okay, these are fill stitches. So this was completely constructed and designed in IQ Designer. We had a whole series of classes. This project was done by our beloved Anna Avery Vaughn. She's one of our Baby Lock educators. She's been to one of our events. She's amazing. She created this embroidery design, and then we taught this series. This was just one of the projects that we did. We did 6 different classes in IQ Designer. So we have lots of classes with IQ. What is this?
This quilt was quilted with IQ Designer, and all the different fills are in each of the squares.
Yes.
It's very cool.
So this is one fill stitch. This is another fill stitch. So what we did, we put this in the hoop, and we took a picture of what was in the hoop. When we did that, we could draw on the screen and say, I want this embroidery design to go there. I want this quilting design to go here. And I want this one to go here. So very easy to do, but impossible with any other machine. On the Baby Lock Radiance, the IQ Designer will have 6 new fills. And another thing that's really cool about the new Radiance is that I can pull in custom fills. Okay, so let's go take a look at this.
Off of a stick or a CD.
Yes.
They're now on USB sticks.
Baby Lock is commissioned. See, on the screen, you see there are, I think, 6 new fills. But that is just touching the surface. When you order a Radiance right now, if you place a refundable deposit on the Radiance, you have the ability to get more of these fill stitches. The fill stitches we can quilt with, we can design with. If you've been to our store, there's drapery in the front of our store that I've used the IQ Designer fills for. There's a lot of uses, but I can pull in custom ones. Do you see on the screen where there's a built-in tab and then there's a custom tab? That is exclusive to the Baby Lock Solaris Vision and the Baby Lock Radiance. You have a new, see, if you've ever looked at IQ Designer, there's a new zigzag stitch, so we can change the lines. So look here, around the perimeter of this heart is a beautiful candle wicking stitch. This candle wicking stitch I can change to a zigzag stitch. I can change it to a satin stitch. I can change it to a blanket stitch. There's a new one that is built into the Baby Lock Radiance. So we can customize all this. Okay, so let's look at all right. All right, what are y'all whispering about?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, what are y'all up to? Y'all are up to something.
I need microphones here. I need microphones here.
I'm so curious. I'm so curious
okay.
about
Yeah, sorry. So we have a technical problem. And, it happens when you're live, especially when you're live. You will find that the shopping cart will not go through because we mentioned everything is out of stock and on. So, yes,
we'll fix
it's
that
not
by
a
the end
problem.
of the day.
Put it in your wish list. The wish list will hold. And on Monday, we will fix the back order and the out of stock.
I'll fix it by this afternoon. We'll fix it by this afternoon.
Just put it in your
cart.
Put it in your wish list, and we will fix the technical issue.
Okay.
We'll fix that shopping cart for you.
We don't have technical issues here at the Cotton Blossom.
Do we have internet? Yes, we have technical issues.
We have technical issues.
So no worries. Add it to your cart, and by the end of the day, you will be able to check out. No worries. So type in Tech 2024 to get your 20% off. And so if you put it in your cart, that will work by the end of the day.
And they need to come back and finish their cart. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So don't try and check out right now because everything is
out of stock.
Oh, maybe you can't even add it to your cart if it's sold out.
Right.
Which is why you need to put it in your wish list.
So what time should they come back and check?
I'd say by the end of the day, by 8 p.m.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Wish list.
Yes. Okay. So, the machine has over 1,800 built-in embroidery designs and 32 fonts. Do you see the weight? No worries, everybody. The weight is the same. The embroidery arm is heavier, but the weight of the machine, when you're carrying it around, is the same weight, okay?
Right.
The workspace is bigger. I've got over an inch more, and an inch doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot when it comes to real estate on a sewing machine, okay? Let's talk about the promotions, Lisa. What you giving away with the new Baby Lock Radiance?
Oh, well, we have not only what Baby Lock is put together, but we've also got our own package, and it's full of stuff. But again, you're going to get the cover, you're going to get the magnetic Baby Lock hoop, and you're going to get the thread and a bunch of embroidery files from Evie Hawkins, Zandra Shaw.
See if I get a picture.
Who I fan over Evie Hawkins and Zandra Shaw, and so I apologize to the other two designers in there, but
those fill stitches, and so it's hard to see on the screen, but there is a USB stick with fill stitches, so we can import those custom ones I was talking about just a second ago. You can import. There's 4 different collections. So Baby Lock has commissioned the educators to and designers to create these gorgeous embroidery designs that we call fill stitches, and they have made their own collections. I think there's 10 or 12 collections now, and 4 of the latest ones are included in this bundle. It is a tremendous value.
Yes, and they're a lot in there.
Okay, so pretty much everything you need comes in the box, but you can get an extension table if you wanted to.
Like that.
Yes.
Just like that.
And then you could purchase these separately, but guess what? If you pre-order your Radiance, you get these in the bundle for free. It is a $4,000 bundle that you get right now if you place a deposit for the Baby Lock Radiance.
So wait, you get all these Design Suite collections?
Yes.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
Yes. There's specialty collections. There's one just for the Radiance. Okay. Really, really pretty stuff. So here's one that you can purchase. The one on the right is the little dress. The top of the dress is a fill stitch that I'm talking about. And this was designed by Evie Hawkins. Evie Hawkins is going to do a trunk show with us in November that we're really excited about.
Very.
So we're going to do a make and take. And she'll come in live Zoom and talk to us. She is an absolute delight. She's been here for one of our events. If you've ever met Evie Hawkins, you know what a delight she is. But she is a master digitizer and does gorgeous embroidery designs. And so she will send us some of her embroidery designs for you to purchase. And then there will be a trunk show. So you won't want to miss that. So there's only 8 spots per day. So if you want to sign up for that, you better do that today. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So questions. What questions do you have about the Radiance? So remember that if you ask questions, you get more chances to win giveaways. Okay. So let's do a giveaway. What do you say? All right, G.A. First of all, what are we giving away, Lisa?
Bags of stuff. Just
bags of stuff. Okay.
It's the goodie bag, okay? So here.
Do you see they get everything in it?
Everything in it.
What? Okay. Well, if you were here yesterday,
I've made good bags.
Lisa gave away the
a
best
lot of stuff.
Yes. All right, so we can pick a number between 1 and 10.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alicia Wallace. Alicia, how exciting. She says, love the designs. Alicia, you just won something from, we'll put your name on it.
It's a whole bag full of stuff.
And so that's not something we can ship, so I hope you can pick it up. And that will be here until the end of October, so be sure and come get that. All right. Misty says, the store is so addictive. I know, right? I know. Okay. Let's see. All right, and we'll talk a little bit more about the, so check out the picture. This is the IQ. There's an app that you can get on your phone and send designs wirelessly to the machine. So this is pictures. You can send pictures to the machine. You remember that picture play that I was telling you about? Here's how I can send pictures from my phone to the machine.
So that looks like a child's drawing that someone took a picture of, a photo of, and then sent it to the machine. Clean it up, stitch it out in a stitch file.
How cool is that? All right, here's a picture of the long stitch designs. I showed you the cute little hearts, but here's some more of the long stitch designs. I showed you the hearts that are long stitch designs. This one is a picture, a blow up of some of them. They kind of look like the spirographs that we did when we were kids. Yeah. All right, so how-to videos. So there's videos built into the Solaris and a lot of our other machines right now. But guess what? They have now moved them so that all I got to do is scan a QR code and I can play them on my phone and I can play them on my iPad and I can play them on my computer separate from my machine. So what's cool about that is I can be watching the how-to videos on my iPad and then sewing at the same time. so I can be touching my screen and learning while I'm watching.
Wow.
So yeah, if you were ever having to get the step-by-step instructions for something, but you had to go back to the screen to do the step-by-step
Shut it down and go
guess
look.
what? Guess what? That
No
is
more.
done.
There's new brighter lights. Okay, so imagine it like the brightest lights on a sewing machine you can imagine. They're even brighter on the new Baby Light Radiance. And did I mention it's 14 inches to the right of the needle? Have I mentioned that? I'm sure I have. There's a new multifunction foot control. So a multifunction foot control looks like this. You've got the ability to, oh goodness. All right, so it's just a regular gas pedal, right? So I can press the regular gas pedal, but then this is a heel press. So imagine my foot being on here, right? And so if I press with my heel, I can program this to do things. I don't have to take my hands off of my project. So I can do thread cutting, needle up, down, foot up, down. There's 5 different things. And I can program this little sidecar to do those same 5 things. Guess what? On the Radiance, I'll have 6 different options.
So for all of us who grew up with stick shifts, we got this.
It's 1 foot. So I move my foot from one to the other.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right, what else is cool about the new Baby Light Radiance? We have got to hurry because, oh my gosh, Mom has to show the applaud. Okay. All right, so there's a new interface that is going to make the Radiance even better. There's voice guidance. There's a huger workspace. There's a limited edition. Those are all gone. Those of you that really got in early got a limited edition, but the Radiance, this is still amazing. You still get an amazing Radiance. And guess what? There is still a bundle available. You've got the Stitch regular foot that comes with it. There's the new lights. There's the new picture play. There's the embroidery projector. There's the embroidery table. There's new designs. There are new, oh wait, we're gonna do a giveaway already? Yes, we'll do a giveaway. Oh, and then I'll talk about Koala. Okay, so while I get geared up, Lisa, you do a giveaway.
Just, pull the thing out. And again, I've got giveaway bags. So, giveaway bag.
Who are we giving something away to?
Giveaway bag.
All right. Let's go to pick a number between 1 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Linda Calendar. Oh, put Linda's comment on there. Linda was here yesterday. She was here for the morning tailgate. We had a tailgate party. It was a whole game changer thing. She said, enjoyed the Friday morning tailgate. Excited about the future of the Cotton Blossom. Yay!
Thank you.
We are all excited for this. All of you. We'll be staying on to teach classes, so not to worry. Okay. Let's see what's next in the world of sewing. Koala cabinets.
Well, we've already had koala cabinets.
Yes,
What's new?
These are different. They're made out of a different material and a much less price point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the new Embroidery Studio has a holster for the embroidery arm. It has a hydraulic lift. It has the thread chest that pulls out. Okay. So very similar. If you've seen the current Koala, this one is significantly less expensive and has the same features. It has the Outback leaf that pops up in the back. It is a higher studio because of you need, so that look at where the cutting mat is. I don't have to lean over. It's so nice. Okay, it's at a more ergonomic position, just like the older Koala. This is brand new from Koala, and there's even a footrest for those of you that are petite. Yes, so Lisa would use that. I would not. There's a new Koala serger studio. What do you do with all that serger thread? It gets in the way, right? There's a place to put it in the new serger, and it's coming January 2025. There's a great price point on that. It is only $11.99, and the the embroidery center is $23.99. Great price. Great price. Okay, and there's a bunch of other companion pieces that you can get to go with it. Come in and take a look at them. We don't even have them here yet, but we do have one piece that you can look at and get an idea. And then you can special order because you can pick a color. Oh my goodness, let's talk about what you're going to get if you order a Baby Lock Radiance.
Again, we've got a cooler and it's filled with goodies. So there is a cup in there, and we're just going to call it a fanny pack, but there's a whole lot more, okay? So I filled it up. Who knows? I might put more in there. So come get your deposit in, and you.
Okay, so Lisa's giving away a whole goodie bag. So the people that already ordered get one, right?
Get one. Yep.
So if you've already pre-ordered, placed your $500 deposit on the Baby Lock Radiance, we have these already ready to go for these
Yep.
people. When your machine comes in, you get the goodie
You
bag.
get the goodie bag.
And guess what? If you still place a
You
pre-order,
still get a goodie
you
bag.
still get a goodie bag.
Still
Get
get a
out
goodie
of
bag.
town.
Plus all the free stuff from Baby Lock.
Baby Lock.
Yes, it's a $4,000 package from Baby Lock, and then Lisa has her own specialty bundle that makes you feel special. That's great. When will it be here? It's TBD. We're thinking November, but it could be, we don't know.
We don't know.
They're working on it to make it perfect. Okay. Place your refundable deposit today, and if you have a trade-in, Lisa will make you a great deal. Okay. All right, Mom, you're up. Let's talk about the applaud.
Well, let me just say while I'm still here in front of the camera that this was a very anticipated reveal at Baby Lock Tech. Nobody knew what this new machine was going to be. They were guessing a new Sashiko, a new embroidery, and they unveiled it on stage, and literally everybody in the audience went, "What?" We didn't even know immediately what it was, but what it is, let me explain it to you before we go over and look at it. It is a cover stitch, chain stitch machine like the Euphoria, but it has decorative features. You can put very, very fat decorative threads that then create decoration on top of your chain stitch, on top of your cover stitch. So let's go over and look at that. This is the Applaud. Kind of looks like the Euphoria, but what do you see that's different? Let's move this out of the way. Do you see these decorative threads that are coming off the thread stand right here? Those would never fit in a needle, but they can now be applied on the top of your stitches. Here is an example. Can you see those? This is binding that was applied by this machine with a binder, and these stitches were then placed on top of the cover stitch. Likewise with the chain stitch, you can put decorative stitches on top of your chain. Chain stitch looks just like a regular old sewing machine stitch, but look what happens with the Applaud. These beautiful threads can be laid down and applied. Now what you're seeing here with the Applaud, and by the way, this is a very easy machine to learn. Lisa and I both took classes at Baby Lock Tech, and both of us walked into the room and went, I don't know if this is going to be hard to do. It was within 3 minutes. We were both stitching and having a fabulous time. It's really easy to learn. What you see also on the bed of this machine, can you see this silver piece right here? It's a swing arm. This doesn't come with the machine, but you can add it right now for $14.99, and it bolts or screws to the bed of the machine and has a place to attach any of the attachments that you might use with the Applaud, and you can swing them right into place and start using because you've already pre-adjusted their position. Now, suppose I've finished using my binder. This is a binder. I finished using it and I want to sew something else, but I want to leave my binder in the correct position. Bingo. I just move it out of the way, use my machine, and when I'm ready for it, I move it right back in. This was genius because anybody who's used binders or attachments on a serger knows that you have to unscrew the little screws and move, and then tighten them and move, and back and forth. No more. You've got it set just the way you want it. Now I want to show you what makes this machine special. It's this wiper foot, a wiper system. What? A wiper system? Like windshield wipers? Kind of is. There are two little arms here. Can y'all see me on the thing? Okay, and these arms do, watch my fingers. This is backwards. They go in and out, delivering the thread, the decorative thread, to the surface of the fabric. So I'm going to do a needle up, down, and I want you to watch how they work. There it goes. Now they're out. Can you see those little fingers move back and forth? That's delivering the thread that's coming down here from the decorative thread stand. All right, let me stitch a little bit and show you. And you can go fast. All right, now what I'm going to do is move the binder into place, and I'm going to apply binding to my little fabric here. I think I'm okay. All right, let's put this here, put it right in place. Take my tweezers and pull that binding into place. I mean, this is like magic to me. I just love this. I'm going to make a little binding, and then I'm going to add my fabric in. Is it catching? Nothing like live TV, is there? Pull that back. Pull that back. There it goes. Do you see my binding feeding in? And it's making binding that's coming out the back. But wait, I'm going to use my fabric and scissors. Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. Here, I've got some, Lisa, right here. Here's scissors. All right, watch me put this into here and apply binding that's going to have a decorative finish on it. All right. This was just applied on the surface of the fabric, and then this decoration was put on top. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at some of the samples I've made. This was a 2-thread cover stitch. This is a 3-thread cover stitch. Do you see how much wider the decoration is there? And then this is with a chain stitch, which is a single needle, again with the beautiful decorative thread. Look at that. That is so pretty. Now I want to show you some samples. Here's a little bag I made. This was super quick. I put all the little decoration on with this machine. Isn't that gorgeous with those snazzy, sparkly threads? I mean, this was like a 30-minute project here, and it just jazzed it up. So pretty. Here's a placemat that I made and put the binding on. Can you see the sparkly threads? It's red and green. And then wait, look at the back, because I used Pearl Crown rayon in the looper, so I got a beautiful back on my binding also. This is a placemat that I made. This is old jute stuff that you use on upholstery, and I stitched the pieces together, and in 5 minutes I had a placemat. It'd be cool for outside picnic kind of stuff. Okay, here's a table runner that I've had around the shop as a sample for a while, and I decided to jazz it up. Look, can you see the sparkly threads? I stitched in the ditch just all the way down the table runner, and look at those beautiful metallic threads. It just added so much. So it was just applied on the surface with this machine. One of the things that people are saying about the Applaud is that there are so many combinations of things you could do. No one yet, it's so new, no one yet has even discovered all the fun stuff that we're going to be able to do. You can combine all sorts of threads, all sorts of fabrics, all sorts of stitches to do fantastic things. So I really encourage you to put a deposit down on this machine. It's special, very special.
Very cool.
Yes.
Yes. So what is really cool is that we got to see some of the samples made at Baby Lock Tech. So let me change over to some of these cool samples. So what is this? This is a collar and a little dress.
This is a jean jacket that's embellished with 3 rows of stitching off of the Applaud. You can see there are 3 different colors of thread, 3 widths of stitching just right around the collar of the jean jacket, made it into something spectacular. Mm-hmm. Here is a little girl's dress. You can see there are 3 rows of stitching around the neckline, a chain stitch, a 2-thread decorative stitch and a single thread decorative stitch, just one on top of the other, and it's just precious. So tea towel, a plain old tea towel with 4 or 5 rows of different color thread, different width stitches, and it just made it into something special. And this is a really good up-close picture of the wiper system. These are the wipers right here.
They can't see your fingers.
I'm sorry, that is so tempting for me to do that. You see the 2 little loops on either side of the foot. Those are the holes that the decorative thread goes in, and as it stitches, those crisscross over the top of the foot, delivering the thread to the surface of the fabric. Now, another cool thing about this machine is that the little, you see where there's a clear plastic in the middle of the foot with 3 red lines on it? That pops out, and there are multiple inserts that you can put in there. Stitch in the ditch inserts, taping foot, you can apply ribbon and tape to the surface of fabric. Hoarding.
Show that here in just a second. Let's see if I can find those feet. Oops. Keep going.
Okay. So anyway, those pop out, that pops out, and there'll be multiple inserts you can put in there to apply different things like cording, tape, ribbon, big fat
I have a
chenille.
picture of that later in the presentation.
Okay, go to that next picture where the placemat. You see the red, and that's the same jute fabric that I used to make my placemat. The only difference is they used a chenille yarn to attach the strips together, and you see how puffy and pretty that is. Here's stitching on the left. This is a 3-thread cover stitch with 2 colors of thread being applied to the top of it on velvet. So pretty. And here's
more stitches, right?
Good graphic of what the different stitches look like with just sort of plain thread.
I went too far. Okay. What you giving away, Lisa?
We have a package that we've created, and so we're giving away a case that actually has accessories already in it. Some of the attachments for binding and felling stitches, or felling seams, folks, along with 2 thread packages. So you've got plenty of thread to just go to town on doing stitching all over your clothes or your blankets. Hey, it's going to be about clothes for me, okay? And we're also including the swing arm, which, again, that was one of the things I geeked out over, because I do not want to sit there and try and get that positioning again in the perfect spot. I got it once, I want it to stay there, and now with that swing arm, you can do it. And we're adding in the love of sewing, so you will get that also. So the whole value of the package is $1,239. And again, we will not be doing the applaud at that.
We can't
MSRP.
say we
Well,
cannot
it's
say.
much less.
Yes.
Much less.
All right, so place your deposit for the applaud.
For the applaud.
Okay, let's do a giveaway.
And again, we've got gift bags of stuff. Okay. So
all right, let's pick a number between 1 and 10. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jan Stuckey, you just won a giveaway. Beautiful decorative stitches. Yes. All right, Jan, you are the winner of a giveaway. So be sure and pick that up by the end of October. So write that down, since we better write that down so we don't forget. Jan got a giveaway. Okay. So Jan, remind us. All right. All right. There's a foot kit
That's
that
what
goes
Linda's
with
giving away.
Yes. And that goes with the new applaud. That is with it. Holy cow, that's amazing, Lisa.
it's all in there.
The swing guide's in there.
Excuse me.
And that works, you talked about that. That goes with other machines as well.
It goes, yeah, I didn't say that, but it goes with other 8-thread sergers. Any of the 8-thread sergers, if your serger has a deck, like a stitch table on it with the holes in it, this swing guide will work for your machine.
So
Come get a swing guide. Come get a swing guide.
Ovation, Euphoria, Accolade,
Triumph.
Yes, but none of the 4-thread sergers,
Correct.
just the 8-thread cover stitch machines.
What is this?
This is a new binder that just came out. It's a single full bias binder in a new size, and it's never been out before. So if you like using binders, you should try this one out. A stitch guide. If you want to do stitch in the ditch. You can quilt your whole quilt with the Applaud. And imagine putting those beautiful colored threads on the surface of your quilt. Well, the stitch guide will allow you to line up the rows of stitching perfectly parallel all the way across your quilt. Love a stitch guide.
And this can be flipped either direction. So you can have it on the left or you can have it on the right.
That's right. Okay, then here are some of those inserts, those plastic inserts that pop into the foot that will do taping and cording and ribbon. So super cool.
And they were super easy to change out.
And these are the stitch in the ditch inserts. You can stitch in the ditch on the left side, the middle, or the right side. And
grab your table runner, because that will make way more sense if you have your table runner.
You want me to show it again?
Yeah, show that table runner. Because you could quilt your entire quilt with this gorgeous stitch that is on the Baby Lock Applaud.
It really is super special. Can you see the glittery stitching in the ditch there? Yeah, you could stitch a whole quilt like that. And I forgot to add also that there is another foot. We've got this wiper foot that you saw, but that comes off and a snap-on foot goes on where you can snap on all the other feet that go with the sergers, like the Teflon foot, the curved foot, the lace applicator foot. All of those will work with this machine also.
Okay. There's a new hoop hanger. Okay, so organizing hoops in my sewing room is the bane of my existence. So there's one that hangs on the door. Somebody also said that they hang these in their closet, their walk-in closet. That's pretty smart. These are on sale, 20% off. There's an over-the-door stabilizer that is new and it is on sale. There is a new trolley. Lisa, this is so cool.
Okay, so yeah, I geeked out over this because I have a Destiny and it's upstairs and it has to come downstairs, and so I get the kid to do it. You'll meet the kid. So it came in flat pack. Again, it can be stored flat if you want to. And but the cool thing is it turns. I mean, it swivels. It's got the really nice trolley wheels on it. So you can get it down your hallway and around the corner without a struggle. So then the next thing is you lift up the quilted top. There we go for the quilted. You unzip it here. You unzip it there. And now you have the ability to reach in and get your machine in and out without fighting it. Okay? That was a game changer for me. So there it is. Love it. Need one.
And that's for the serger. That's the new large serger.
The large serger trolley.
But they will be coming out with trolleys for your large machines that are just like this, where you've got the front that comes down and you've got all these wonderful swivelness. Okay?
Okay. Let's see what's next.
Can you give a quick explanation between the Triumph and the Applaud?
That's a good question.
Good question, yes. The Triumph is a cover chain stitch machine on one side and a traditional serger on the other. So sergers do 4-thread overlock, ladder stitch, rolled edge hem, chain wave stitch with the Triumph. That's the serger side. The cover stitch side does cover and chain stitch. The Applaud is only a cover and chain stitch machine with the new ability to apply these beautiful decorative stitches and threads to the surface of your project. So it's a cover chain stitch, and you can use it just as a cover chain stitch machine. You can do all your hems, all your knits, all the necklines on your knits with these binders, and do everything a traditional cover stitch machine does. But this with the Applaud, you have the beautiful stitches that you can lay down on the surface and do decoration. That's the difference.
Okay. There's new thread sets. Okay. So all new Baby Lock exclusive thread sets. They are on sale. There's a new stabilizer dispenser that is on sale. You can put your stabilizer in there and it cuts out your stabilizer for you. There's the So Steady glider table that we were talking about, so you can do free motion quilting. It's on sale. Here's the new hoops that I was talking about. You can get the magnetic hoop, the Durkee magnetic hoop set, all 4 of them for $412. That's an amazing price. You can buy them individually on sale. You can get the 4x4 or the 5x7. Very great, really great price. Those are those gloves that we were talking about. If you're going to do free motion quilting, we have it in the medium and the large. And remember, everything is a special order, so get the size that you need. Most everybody is a medium. Those are on sale. The design suites, those are not in the category, but if you want them, they are. We can get them for you. They are custom order. In the design suite, this is the one that comes in free with the Baby Lock Radiance. And here is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there 12 on there? Holy cow. There's 12 different collections and they're on sale for $99 a piece. These are the fill stitches that I was telling you about. This will allow you to import new fill stitches into your Solaris Vision or your new Baby Lock Radiance. Let's do a giveaway. All right.
We got gift bags.
All right. Margaret is asking, will those hoops work on the array? Yes, those new magnetic hoops will work with your Durkee hoop set frame. So if you've got the blue frame, which I know you do, if you have this blue frame holder and you've got this set already, you can add these hoops.
The magnetic hoops.
Yes.
Yes.
Great question. These are only for the 6 and 10 needle machines. Okay, so great question. Diane's asking, do the magnetic hoops with all Baby Lock embroidery machines? These are special just for the multi-needles, but Baby Lock makes lots of magnetic hoops. So Diane, what do you have? An Altair? Yes, there are lots of magnetic hoops for your machine, so come talk to me. I'll show you all those. There is aftermarket hoops, there are Durkee hoops, there are Baby Lock hoops, and they are all magnetic. Okay. All right. So what are we going to give away, Lisa? Let's give away something good. How about a cooler? You want to give away a cooler? We're giving away one cooler to a very special person. All right. So let's see. Jihei, pick a number between 1 and 10.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Diane already won something. She can't win something twice. Okay, sorry. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did Claire win anything yet?
No.
No? Claire, you just won a cooler.
All
right. So exciting. I'm going to write your name down so that we do not forget. Claire won the big Baby Lock.
Nice prize.
You want to do a t-shirt? Do you have any t-shirts to give
We
away?
have t-shirts. We have
All right, let's give a t-shirt
Give a
away.
t-shirt away.
Okay, so let's scroll. Let's find how about pick a number. Pick another number for me.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it went too fast. Layla Crosby, you won a t-shirt. How exciting. Okay, so all of your comments will be compiled and those will go into the drawing for the sewing machine next week sometime. We really need to wait for Lisa to come back. So what do you say we wait until week after next to announce the winner of the sewing machine so that Lisa can give it away?
I remember.
Her machine.
It's a Jubilant.
Jubilant.
A Jubilant.
Yes.
We're giving away a Jubilant.
That's a key fob. So, but it does
it's
say
a luggage.
it's a luggage tag.
Luggage
But
tag.
it goes on
So
your
who
Baby Lock
knows?
Jubilant. We should have a sewing machine out here. So this is free with the machine, but the machine is really cool. You get is a $600. No, it's a almost $800 retail value for the Jubilant, and she's giving that away to one lucky winner. So we will compile all of our entries, and someone will win the sewing machine. Okay,
All
so
right, are we about to wrap up?
we're about to wrap up,
All
but
right.
I've got to talk about Charity Sew Day.
Well, before you do, let's remind people about the carts and what to do with their wish list carts.
Okay, the
Well,
card has been
fixed it.
fixed.
We
The
fixed it.
code is TECH24. I was wrong. I've got to fix the listing. So those of you, I said 2024. I am so wrong. Leave out the 20. It is TECH24. So we should put that up on the screen, Jihei. Do you know how to do that? You go to this little T right here. The code is TECH24, not 2024. Leave out the 20. Sorry, guys. TECH24 is the code to get your 20% off of everything. Okay. Tech
So
24.
you can go ahead and check out now, right?
You can check out now.
Yes.
Yes. See, everybody bought us out yesterday, but not to worry. It doesn't matter because everything is special order.
Special order.
You will be able to order everything now, as many as you want. I know you're going to want the scissors. I know you're going to want the hoops if you have a 10 needle or a 6 needle. You're going to want the free motion glider. If you're going to get a Radiance, now's the time to do it because you get the bundle. So you might want to come in and place your deposit in that, or you can call us and you can place a deposit. You can do it online.
You can do it online.
Yeah.
No problem.
You can place a deposit for the new Applaud too, right?
Yes.
Indeed. Yes. And I'm going to teach you how to use it.
And the bundle that you get with both of those machines right now is what is so special.
really
Amazing.
awesome.
There are deadlines, though, if you want an Applaud. When is the deadline for the Applaud?
Friday.
Next Friday. To get the special bundle that Lisa is giving away with the Baby Lock Applaud, you will need to place an order for your machine before Friday, September 27th.
Right.
Okay. And all these specials go until Friday, September 27th.
27th. Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Tech 24 is your code.
Tech 24. Check out now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
And
else?
I will talk to y'all from the mothership. Okay.
What does that mean?
We'll have an update. And who knows?
Lisa's going to be having her hands on all the fabulous
All
machines.
the fabulous stuff.
Right.
So
Right.
give you an update.
And our charity sew day, we have an annual charity sew day, and that is next week. And Lisa will not be here because she will be training, but no
In
worries.
training.
We'll be running the pillowcase challenge. So that's a whole nother giveaway. Lisa's giving away a $50 gift card, and that is an incentive to sew more
Sew more
pillowcases for
pillowcases.
Ryan's Case
Yes.
for Smiles. It is a
Yes.
fantastic charity. Michelle, who is in charge our local chapter of Ryan's Case for Smiles, will be here to sew with us on Thursday. So bring your sew machine, bring your fabric, bring your thread, and we're going to sew pillowcases. But if you want to sew at home, you can still do that. And so between 1 and 5 pillowcases, you get 1 ticket to win the $50 gift card. And between 6 and 10, you get 2 tickets. So the more pillowcases you sew, the more chances you have to win the gift card. And so you can drop those off at any time. And we have the tickets at the front desk. And you just take your tickets, and then we will draw that $50 gift card in October. So that's our charity sew day next week. It is September is National Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and that is why we are sewing these pillowcases, because they are going to local hospitals. Yes, Ryan's Case for Smiles will take the pillowcases. They will launder them in the hypoallergenic, so that laundry detergent. She will bag them individually and send them and deliver them to the hospitals.
Great charity.
Awesome charity. It brings a little light into the world of kids with chronic illness. Okay, let's say sayonara. Tech 24 is the code. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to change the description, because in the description you'll see above us it is Tech 2024. Leave out the 20. I'm sorry. It's Tech 24. All right, and everything should be ready to check out. If you have any problems, give us a call, 601-427-5214. That is the store number, right? Not my cell phone number. Okay.
I was listening.
I had a little panic attack there. I'm pretty sure that's the store number, because I have given away my cell phone before. All right. Thank y'all for watching. We look forward to seeing y'all come in next week, and we're happy to fill your orders here in the store. We have order forms, so if you missed something that we talked about, you can still get your 20% off. Come into the store, and we'll order everything
And
for
week
you.
after next, come back and see Lisa. She'll be back from training.
Back
Woo!
from training.
Yes. If you're interested in the Radiance, come talk to me, because I can tell you all
And
about
who
it.
knows what gossip I might have from the hallways of Baby Lock.
Oh,
See
boy.
what we know about delivery dates.
Yes. Okay. Thank y'all for watching. Bye, everybody. We'll see y'all soon.
Bye.